organized by the Beijing Union of Liberian Students. It's an honor to be your host and to have every one of you who have joined us today to commemorate this unique milestone in our nation's history. So a Flag Day is generally has a special place in the heart of every Liberian because it represents unity, resilience, as well as the progress of our great nation. So we have gathered through this virtual platform basically to pay tribute to our flag and also to celebrate the rich culture and history that it represents. So for today's occasion, we have planned series of activities and basically ranging from providing brief historical insight about the journey of the Liberian flag, as well as going up to our inspiring presentation as the guest speaker of today's. We hope to gain a lot of inspiration from our today's orator. So we also intend to celebrate this day in a unique way as we are all away from home. So overall, we hope that through the celebration of this Flag Day will bring us somehow closer and to commemorate this day in a special way. So to go further, we'd like to recognize the presence of some special invitees who have honored our invitation. So in no particular order, we'd like to recognize the presence of Madam Chamaka Gachidima, sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. So she's the General Coordinator of the OAAD Masters Grooming Initiative. Thank you so much for joining us today. Your presence is highly welcome. And then we also have the President of the African Student Association at Tsinghua University, Lawrence. He's also here with us. Thank you all for joining. And we have our orator who we will get to know in the soonest time possible. So to begin this program, okay, he's already joined us, yeah? So to begin this program, we would like to recognize the presence of God first. And considering that we all have some level of diversity in terms of religion, we will ask everyone to take 10 seconds to offer prayer in whatever way we believe before we start with our program officially. Okay, so thank you very much. And this is our program for today. So we will go ahead with opening of our program officially. Yeah. Okay, so we'll officially open our program with our national anthem. And this is for Liberians that are currently online. You can please go along with the national anthem. Just please make sure you mute your mic. For our other African brothers and sisters from other African countries, we are playing the lyrics so that you get to understand what we actually say when we sing our national anthem, and when we see that it represents a source of unity and progress and resilience for us. For some of us, it serves as a point of motivation for us and make us to realize how lucky we are to be Liberians and to gain strength. So you can follow the lyrics of our national anthems, and whereas I ask other Liberians that are online to join us in honoring the national anthem, just please mute your mic. next item on our program today, which has to do with a special opening remark, and that would be done by Mr. Prince Onwabi, Mr. Prince S. Onwabi, who happens to be the president of the Belgian Union of Liberian Students. So, Mr. Onwabi, you can take the stage, please.
Oh, thank you so much, Ms. Duplin. So, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests, fellow participants, I would like to extend a warm greetings to every one of you from wherever you are monitoring this event. So welcome to the 176th Liberian Flag Day celebration organized by the Beijing Union of Liberian Students. It is with great pleasure and pride that I speak to you today as the president of BULS. On behalf of BULS, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you once more as we come together to commemorate this auspicious occasion of the Liberian Flag Day celebration. August 24th holds significant meaning in our hearts, for it marks the celebration of our national flag, a symbol that represents the very essence of our identity as Liberians. The Liberian flag holds a special place in the hearts of every Liberian, as it embodies the unity, resilience, and progress of our great nation. Under the theme, taking pride in our identity, we focus on the significance of the Liberian flag. We have gathered here, albeit virtually, to honor the importance of the Liberian flag and reflect upon what it means to us as a nation. Throughout this program, we have organized a series of engaging and informative presentations. We'll start with an insightful historical presentation that will shed light on the origins and symbolism beyond the Liberian flag. This will be followed by an inspiring keynote address, which will provide an opportunity for us to reflect on achievements and challenges faced by our nation and how our flag has been a constant source of strength and inspiration. At this time, I would like to express my gratitude to all the Liberian students staying across China, the representatives from the Liberian Embassy in China, the leadership of the Liberian Student Union in China, the General Coordinator of OAAD Masters Grooming Initiative, representative from the African Students Association at the University of International Business and Economics, representative from the African Student Association at Tsinghua University, other African student leaders, the Liberian community at large in China, and of course, our own scholars of BULS who have joined us here today. Your presence and participation enrich this event and highlight the unity and solidarity exist within our respective communities. Thank you all and welcome to celebrate with us.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. President, for that brief remark. We appreciate it so much. So while we wait for Cleju to share his screen, I would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Odi Elijah, who happens to be the president of the Organization of African Academic Doctors. Thank you so much, Mr. Elijah, for your presence here today. We highly appreciate you.
Thank you. Best.
So next on our program today, we have an introduction of our orator for today, and that is going to be done by Mrs. Faith Kriya, who is the secretary of the Beijing Union of Liberian Students. So, Madam Kriya, you can take over, please.
All right, it's an honor to be here again and to serve in this capacity. I want to say happy Flag Day to every one of us here present. The Lone Star. All right, it's an honor to be here again once more and all protocol observed. Our orator for today's program is a father, an educator, and a diplomat. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow scholars, invitees, distinguished guests, our guest speaker and orator for today's Flag Day celebration program is no other person but Mr. Moba Kawa. I present to you our guest speaker, Mr. Kawa. You are welcome.
Thank you, Madam Kuya. Students of the Beijing Union of Liberian Students synopsis have already made my job easier because they have given the description of the flag, the establishment of the flag, the color that depicts the various struggles that we went through. Having said that, permit me now to give you my little knowledge that I have to share with you on our flag. Mr. President and members of the Beijing Union of Liberian Students, representatives from the Embassy of the Republic of Liberia in Beijing, foreign friends and invited guests, fellow Liberians, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to extend my sincere greetings and thanks to the Beijing Union of Liberian Students for selecting me to serve as the orator of this year's Flag Day. My fellow Liberians, the significance of the national flag of the Republic of Liberia cannot be overly accentuated because the national flags of all other nations of the world represent the true values establishing those nations. But for the purpose of today's program, we will confine our speech to the processes and struggle that led to the unprecedented formation and pronouncements of independence of the nation called Liberia, the land of the free. In addition to the preconditions to the formation of a nation is to present to the international community a symbol of identity associated with their local cultural values in recognition of that country's presence among other nations. Therefore, in the case of Liberia, 11 local free men, headed by Honorable Hilary Teach, proclaimed the independence of the Republic of Liberia on July 26, 1847. A national flag was needed. A committee of 7 women, led by Madame Susanna Louise, was made responsible for its design and sewing. They substituted a star for the cross, symbolizing Liberia's status as the only lonely, independent, western-styled state in Africa. Platform guests, fellow Liberians, the national flag of the Republic of Liberia is a symbolic imagery representation of our sovereignty as a republic, creating the awareness to the rest of the outside world that there was a newly defined territorial area with an estimated population, a standing armed forces, and a functioning administrative branch of government called the Republic of Liberia. According to history, whether told by oral or written, the national flag of the Republic of Liberia has stood a symbol of freedom and justice for about 175 years. Through wars, whether civil or conventional, And in times of peace, the sight of our flag has given notice to the foe. Our foreign friends and allies that the issue of sovereignty stay alive. No matter or no other symbol captures the power and glory of our nation like the national flags. The optic of our national flag, red, white, and blue, with the lone star at the upper right corner in the blue field, serves as a symbol of dignity, depicting the blood shed by our ancestors in the struggle for independence, the purity of our hearts towards our fellow human beings, and the lonely self-governing black nation on the continent of Africa. The Republic of Liberia was ready for business in joining the formation of the United Nations in San Francisco in 1945 and advocating for the peaceful liberation of other African nations that are enjoying independence today. My fellow Liberians, foreign friends, the significance of the national flag of the Republic of Liberia has contributed true sense of humanity and dignity at the national and international level as follows. It serves as a point of courage and moral excellence for Liberians, home and abroad. For the issue of gender equity, 11 men signed the Declaration of Independence, while 7 women designed and sewed the national flag. Internationally, 4,311 ships are registered under the Liberian flag. And as we all are aware, the flag of the Republic of Liberia was the only black African flag flown at the United Nations headquarters in 1945. Just the name of few, and I encourage all Liberians that we will always be proud of our flag and honor it. I thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kawa, for that inspiring, I should call it a reminder of the joining that have brought forth our flag and the essence of our flag, as well as why it is important that we should see so much pride. Imagine that the amount of blood that had to be shed to get independence as the first African republic. I believe that we set the pace, we set the example, and we serve as the model that at least other African countries were able to look up to, and later on gaining their independence, they serve as a point of motivation and inspiration for many African countries. And Liberia definitely shall rise again, and we will rise again. We will be continue to maintain that spot as the mother of Africa. And we hope that we Liberians don't give up in the midst of our current situations. No hope is lost. We can still make a better change, and we can still build the Liberia that we want. Thank you so much, Mr. Kawa, for that information. So next we will go, so first to go further, I'd like to recognize the official presence of the Liberian Student Union in China, represented here by the Vice President and the Secretariat headed by Mr. Joshua Demosu. We recognize your presence and we highly appreciate you. You are our host for today. Thank you so very much. So next we'll take comments from some of our special invitees, as well as just our invitees. So first I would like to take a comment from the 5 OMG Masters Women Initiative, here represented by Madam Linda If you're online, maybe you can just on your mic. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I am Mgbechidimma Chiamaka Linda, the General Coordinator of the OMG group under the umbrella of the OAAD organization. Ultimately, I am a Nigerian from the powerful continent of Africa. So proud of my continent, you know. It is a great honor to be invited to this great celebration to say one or two things on the 176th Flag Day celebration of Liberia. Thank you. Distinguished guests, fellow Africans, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and greetings. We have not come to celebrate fabrics, right? Yeah. Today we have gathered to celebrate the rich heritage and unity that the flag of Liberia represents. As we raise our hearts and minds to the emblem of a nation, I am reminded of the power of symbols in shaping a collective identity. Just as Nigeria holds its green and white flag close, Liberia too embraces its red, blue, and white colors with pride. The flag of Liberia as a nation stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of liberation. Let me resound the word liberation. It gives a sense of how Liberia was founded. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that Liberians are rich in self-determination. The red stripe symbolizes courage. The white stripe represents purity, as rightly introduced by the guest speaker. And this tells about the unity among people of diverse population. As a Nigerian, I stand or would say today that we should try as much as possible to recognize the shared struggle and aspiration that unites us across borders. Just as Liberia flag signifies freedom, our own Nigerian flag embodies unity in the face of challenges. It is a reminder that no matter our origin, we are bonded by a common humanity that transcends borders and differences. My fellow Africans, let us use this Flag Day celebration as a reminder of our collective strength. We are a continent rich in resources, culture, and wisdom. We have overcome countless challenges and emerged stronger each time. Yes, we are truly stronger together. Africa is our continent. It is our shared responsibility to uphold her in great light across the world. As a scholar and individual, dwelling across several continents, be it in the academic sector or industrial sector, are you truly a picture of your heritage? Do you truly represent your flag or stand for what it represents? One among the many discussions I had in China with a lab mate during the course of my master's degree, a colleague of mine told me, in his words, "Linda, you are different from other Black people." Then I asked, "How many Blacks have you interacted closely with?" And he said, "None." So I asked, "What is the evidence of your conclusion on other Black people?" Then he began to tell me about the news and shows he had seen on TV and social media. Now, I understood his ignorance about Africa and her people. So I told him, "You feel that I am very good academically and morally. But my friend, I could be an average African. Don't be surprised to see people better than me. Black people, to be specific." Towards the course of my graduation, he walked up to me and he told me, "Linda, you have successfully changed my narrative about Black people." Do you know the answer I gave to him? The best answer I could give at the time was a smile. Mind you, I had a lot to say. Moving back to the theme of the day, Let this Flag Day celebration not only be an occasion to honor the Liberia's past, but also an opportunity for us to look forward to a future of progress and growth. Together, let us uphold the principles that our flags represent. Principles of justice, liberty, and unity. Just as the color of Liberia's flag woven together to form a beautiful whole, as described by the guest speaker, may our nation and our people find ways to collaborate and create an harmonious world. I would strongly encourage that we all join the OAAD organization. A lot are in motion, channeled towards the growth and development of our continent. And let us always remember that our diversity is our strength, our history is our foundation, and our unity is our pathway to a brighter future. Let us cast aside the many doubts and embrace the boundless opportunities that await us. Together we can build a continent that shines not only for her natural resources and wealth, but also for her innovations, creativity, and indomitable spirit of its people. Thank you and happy Flag Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for really honoring our invitation, because I know how it went, but thank you so much for those also inspiring words. We can only build the Africa that we want if we all work together. And like you said, we have to change the narrative about Black people, in specifically about Africans, to the outside world. What you say is true. I've experienced similar thing here. So, but gradually, by the grace of God, we're gonna work it out. Our individual lives could be a point of changing the narratives out there and how we engage the outside world. Thank you so very much, and also have a blessed time.
And you too. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you, Madam Linda. She had a quick meeting, so we had to go there, allow her to make her remark first, since she had other engagements. So going back to our order, we will take a statement from the Liberian Embassy in China. If we have a representative.